I'm in Brentwood. I have a couple of hours to kill before I have to get back to the airport. Came out here just on some business one day with my wife. It's her business, but I don't like her coming to California alone. So I've been watching the OJ trial while I'm working out. And there's that's where Mezzaluna was, right there, right in that building right there. That's where her mom dropped her glasses and Ron Goldman took them back. Look at these just people and traffic. I don't know how anybody lives here. Anyway, that's where Mezzaluna was. I'm gonna go around. Probably ran this light. I don't care. And of course, there's always construction too, isn't there? Just always something that causes this. I couldn't live here. I would not live in here if it was free. When I'm at home in North Dallas, I can be at my driving range in 8 minutes. And park and hit a bucket of, look at this mess because of traffic and construction. Yeah, I wonder if I could just go through that chase and get another street. Bet I can. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. And there's always somebody crossing, always somebody in the way. Drives you nuts to live here, man. And I think people get immune to it. It becomes a part of their. At the older you get, you just can't deal with this. Life's too short to be waiting for hours on end to go 5 miles. You can never get a parking space here. This is Brentwood. It would be hard to be a Christian and live here for some of us, like me. And they pay these prices, crazy, ridiculous. By the way, I think Ron Goldman lived on this street. Remember, he was kind of seeing Nicole. He'd been seen driving her car, but I don't think they were lovers, per se. So he agrees to bring the glasses back. This is Bundy. This is a street. I don't know what to do here. Who has the right of way? Look at it. Look at this traffic. What's this guy doing? He's going left here? Just my luck. I probably get the only 2 people in the world that have ever turned left there. So this is Bundy. This is a street where Nicole was murdered by OJ. I'll pull next to her condo. These are the condos that she lived in. In fact, I'm going to pull right over so you can see it. You can see all the foliage. This is literally the condo that she was murdered in. Right in there. Right there. That's the condo. There's a second one in. There's the corner condo and there's the second one. It's terrible what happened there, man. I think that's the Google. So this is Dorothy. In fact, I'll go down the alley where OJ parked. I'll show you. This is where he parked his Bronco that night. It's right where this truck's going. And you'll see it's the second one in. In fact, you'll see they changed the address. It's this one right here, 879. They changed it. I think it was 873. It's this one right here, 879. He came out of that gate right there. I've been watching the OJ trial while I'm working out. Marsha Clark was so unlikable. Ugh. You see her flirting with the big shot attorneys, thinking she was so cute. She was so stupid, unlikable. The jury couldn't stand her. It was a bunch of black women. They couldn't stand her. I couldn't even stand her. There are some things that kind of make me wonder if OJ did it, by the way. I've been telling my wife, you know, he's got some pretty good explanations. I mean, I think he did it, but I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't do it. Because he loved his children, and he's not going to leave his children alone in that house. You know, something could happen to them. What else was there? There was a lot of different things that came out. From the time Kato Kaelin heard the noise and then walked around the front of the house, it was like 5 minutes. How could OJ have gotten around dressed and everything in that time? It's just kind of a one thing. Hey, maybe I'll go up to Rockingham. So OJ, after he kills her, he comes flying up Bundy. There were some other things that kind of didn't make... Oh, no blood in the limo. How's he going to have blood all over his Bronco? Blood everywhere. There's not a drop of blood in the limo that he took to the airport. And these Google cars are all over the place. Let's see, what was the other things? Yeah, there were a few things that make you wonder. And her friend Faye Resnick was a druggie. OJ said it was her connections that probably did it because Nicole got her to stop doing drugs. By the way, this is the island right here where that one lady said OJ went over that island and almost hit her. It was right at this intersection, San Vicente and Bundy. Oh, I should have probably turned right there. Maybe not. Rockingham's going to be up here where he lived. And you always get lights. You're always sitting at lights. I couldn't live here, and I wouldn't live here if it were. I might maybe in the 60s or 70s. Not today, or traffic. And look at another light I gotta wait for. These people. Now what? Finally. So Rockingham's going to be... Oh, Gretna Green, she had a house on Gretna Green. That's where he was looking at... Oh, that was the other thing. He had a pretty good explanation for why he was looking through the window, too. When he saw her with that guy from Mezzaluna, and they were having they were engaged in a sex act, and they were. OJ said, his explanation is pretty good. He said, yeah, I knocked on the door to let him know that, hey, the whole world can see you. He'd gone to see her, I guess. And, she wanted to get back together like a year before, and he didn't. But he agreed to a trial separation. And the thinking is, I'm just looking for Rockingham, that he just couldn't stop messing around on her. And then she said, forget it. And then now he's been rejected twice. And that's what, but, they tried to say that he was all brooding and acting distant at the dance recital that Sunday. There's a video of OJ after the recital. He's laughing. He's doesn't look at all like he's unhappy. And he said that the dad said, aren't you coming with us to dinner? And in the civil suit, he said, no, I can't, that's the last place I need to go. And he just seemed to be telling the truth, is all I'm saying. He could have been lying, but he's a great liar if he is. And when you look at that video, and he even said, thank God somebody was shooting video, because they tried to make it look like I was all depressed and maybe angry and brooding at the dance recital. Look at the video yourself. Some guy shot because he knew it was OJ after the dance recital, and he's literally laughing. Trying to get my charger cord here. My goodness gracious, where is it? I'm looking for Rockingham. I might have passed it. And then Pacific Palisades is down there. My original idea during these couple hours I have is to go check out where the fires were too. But it's a beautiful day. It is a beautiful day. Is that Rockingham? No. I might have passed Rockingham. That's a street that OJ lived on. Anyway, you saw what I wanted to show you. And by the way, when you listen to OJ talk about Nicole, he's not bad-mouthing her. And I kind of see that. He said she was not a nice person, and he was a nice guy. OJ would talk to you. He'd sign your autograph. He's like Donald Trump. He wanted to be liked by people. She was not a personable person. She was not a nice. In fact, she slapped the maid. That's documented. And she wouldn't give you or me the time of day. Of course, she didn't deserve what happened to her. Hey, is this Rockingham? No. I don't know where Rockingham is. All right, that's all she wrote.